Hello and welcome to weekly Kashmir University Video Digest Quest. First, a look at the highlights, special interview with Controller Examinations, and SRC organizes a 3-day workshop. Now the details of these events with your host Amir Salati. Dear viewers, University of Kashmir is the highest seat of learning in the valley. Caters to the largest number of students. In addition to teaching, learning and research, round the year, university is busy with conducting examination of postgraduates and undergraduate students. While students of particular class want that their examination should take priority, for the university, examination of every class is important and priority. Controller of Examinations, University of Kashmir sees that examination of every class is conducted on time. Around 1.5 lakh undergraduate students are annually examined, which means that conducting examinations is a huge task and an enormous responsibility. While university has already conducted second and final year annual examinations of BA, BSc, BCom, the first year examination is yet to be held. During a detailed interview with Controller Examinations, Quest team asked him the reason for the delay of first year examination.
In certain subjects like BBA, BCA, we had already introduced the single paper scheme, but certain provisions of the new single paper schemes were not there. For instance, under the new scheme, we have weightage for the attendance. Students who are getting 75% plus attendance out of 5 marks, we may award say 1 mark up to 80%, then 2 marks from say 80 to 85%. This margin was not in those subjects where the single paper scheme was already in vogue. Then we had certain subjects where we had non-honors like English and commerce. There again we had many difficulties, including the main difficulty that the environmental sciences had not been incorporated in the previous scheme. It had to be incorporated. Finally, these were conveyed to the colleges, and we were expecting that colleges will not take much time to submit the list of eligible and ineligible candidates. Now, without blaming them, since they are doing it for the first time, they took, in our assessment, more time than we had anticipated.
Professor Abdul Salam Bhatt said that single paper system came into action after a lot of deliberations with college heads and university academics and officials.
Then we had to convene several meetings with selected group of principals in order to now amend the scheme. What amendment the scheme needs. Then we came up with certain amendments. Finally, before we could give green signal to these amendments, we had to seek the opinion or the nod from all the college principals. Coordinator convened the meeting of all the principals, and finally certain amendments were made, which we notified to the colleges. Now that took time. So the basic reason that at the 11th hour we had to make certain changes, that took much time.
Professor Bhatt informed us that University of Kashmir also decided to go ahead with single paper system so as to reduce the gap between various papers.
When single paper will pick up, that we have started this year, the full impact will be felt after 3 years. Now, once the full impact will be felt after 3 years, if we today require 60 days to conclude one examination, we will need only 30 days. So within 30 days, if there are 2 meetings on each day, 2 exams could be concluded. So we can think of concluding, say, BG third year, BG second year during November, and BG first year in case of December, so that the harshest part of the winter could be bypassed. I believe we can do it and we should do it.
Controller Examinations clarified that examination of first year would commence from the first week of February.
Then those students who are not now eligible as regular students, today we are coming up with a notification. These students will be required to approach their principals along with the applications, wherein the principals will endorse that these students are now eligible to appear in the first year examination as private candidates. Then they will contact our registration section. Immediately next day, they can submit their online examination forms and submit it with our examination wing. So other things remaining the same, we do expect and we are hopeful that we will start this examination in the first week of February.
Students other than the final year accuse university of giving too much importance to the final year examination, which, as per them, result in delay in start of next academic course of theirs. Professor Butt refuted the charges and explained the priority given to final year examination.
The whole PG system, as you know, is based on entrance examinations, which we conduct in the month of March. Obviously, this entrance test cannot be conducted unless the third year result is known. So third year result becomes the basis for the conduct of entrance examination. Once the result is declared, then we have a mini third year examination for those candidates who have missed one or the other paper during the conduct of examination because of one or the other reason. Here, those students are also included who participate in national events like Republic Day. For them, we have to keep some margin. So basically, it is not a question of one examination, it is a question of 3 examinations.
Controller Examination said, before finalizing the date sheet, they make sure that students get at least 7 to 8 months of academics.
But there is nothing left if we don't have, or we have less than 6 months of classwork, then start examination, say in November, simply to avoid the cold. This is one reason. Second reason is that let's not forget the numbers which we have right now and the physical infrastructure which is needed to conduct 3 examinations simultaneously.
Controller Examination also confessed that due to enormous volume of examinations and dearth of evaluators, declaring result in short period of time is not possible.
When we say result is delayed or result is late, if it is late for a student of 40 or 50 students, it is not declared, say, within 2 months, one can understand it. But if it is a question of 30,000, 40,000 or 50,000 students, there is no way with the present resources, including the number of evaluators, and vis-a-vis the huge challenging task of evaluating 8 to 9 lakh answer books at undergraduate level, then the declaration of result of any undergraduate class within 3 months is in no way delayed result, is in no way a late result. At the PG level, University Council gives you the mandate that within 2 months you declare the result. So no more than 2 months should be taken from the conduct of the examination up to declaration of the result. And there the number usually varies from 50 to 100 students. If we apply the same norm, how much time it should take us? So it is the big absolute number of not less than 8 lakh answer scripts that has to be evaluated.
For final year students waiting for their results, Professor Butt said that their result would be announced in the first week of February.
Evaluation is going on, and if whether or any other disturbance doesn't happen again, so as per our target, in the first week of February, the result will be announced. And second, so far as the mini examination is concerned, those who have missed this, their examination will be also be conducted in the first week of February. The result will also be declared. Third, we are hopeful and we will ensure it, inshallah, that so far as the evaluation of those students who will apply for the evaluation, their evaluation result will also be declared before 28th of February.
Controller Examination told QS team that apart from single paper system over the years, they have taken many initiatives that have helped in better conduct of examinations.
We have sufficiently rationalized the combinations and the number of days which we need for conducting the BG course that has been brought to the minimum irreducible levels. The second part, that is the evaluation. Now, in case of evaluation, we have also taken certain initiatives. One is the number of evaluation centers which used to be not more than 2, just 2 years earlier. Right now we have 5 evaluation centers. Now, creating 5 evaluation centers means that number of evaluators that obviously has increased. Right now, we have almost 250 to 300 evaluators available to us who are doing the job of evaluation. Third will be obviously the single paper again, because right now, if at undergraduate level we have 30,000 students, 240,000 answer books have to be evaluated. If it is a question of, say, single paper, then only one like 20,000 answer books are to be needed. So that again is going to significantly reduce the time that we need so far as the evaluation is concerned.
Professor Butt said they are also thinking of providing carbon copies of answer sheets to students.
In this regard, we are already working. In the first phase, we will open the Xerox facility at the PG level, at the professional level. Here we have lesser number of students, though the number of examinations is more, running in terms of hundreds. At PG level alone, we have 250, more than in fact 250 exams, then almost 60 to 70 at the professional level. So in the first phase, we will open this facility for PG and professional exams. And this decision we have already taken. And we are hopeful of starting this from this year itself. And so far as the undergraduate part is concerned, where the numbers are very large, it will take us time to start this Xeroxing facility or provision of this photostat of the answer books. For that, we have to wait a bit.
He said they are also contemplating of digitizing the examination process.
We are already in touch with several firms, and the new IT modules are so nice that there is complete digitalization of answer scripts by the machines. The whole data along with the roll number and the marks shown on the face of the answer book, those will get digitalized in the machine. Now, if at all we are in a position to introduce this new technology, of course it is very expensive and we are working its cost and benefits. If we are in a position to introduce this technology, then right in the declaration part, which is the third phase, we will be in a position to save almost 15 days.
Professor Butt said that despite taking so many initiatives, most people are not appreciable. According to him, it may be because of high level of expectation associated with University of Kashmir.
It is the final output of that matters to the society. Society is not concerned with the limitations. And then second, whenever there is a mistake is whatever the size or whatever the magnitude of that mistake, it is always visible as compared to whatever the good things are, those are not in news, those are hard, perhaps those are not even visible. For instance, suppose now BG third year result, we'll be declaring it shortly. Will you think that there will be hundreds of appreciations, there will be so many columns pull up in the newspapers appreciating our effort? Now, if we are late by 2 days, many stories will emerge. So society's criticism, we warmly welcome it because it is a driving force for us. And it is the question of expectations that society wants us to run and run very fast.
State Resource Center, University of Kashmir organized a 3-day workshop on electoral literacy. The workshop was held in the conference hall of SRC. During the workshop, resource persons discussed ways to develop indigenous audio and print material related to electoral process. National Literacy Mission Authority has provided the broad outline of the material. Later speaking to the Quest team, Director SRC Professor M.A. Khuru said workshop discussed methods and ways to develop audio and print material in indigenous ways.
Government of India has launched a mission throughout the country through its Ministry of Human Resource, to apprise or aware the people about their democratic rights. Since we know that most of the people in India reside in rural areas and are unaware of their electoral rights, how to cast the vote, and voting is a very important process in the democratic setup. They are supposed to cast their vote properly, to select their proper candidates, which is a fundamental thing for the proper democratic setup and for the development of the country.
Professor Khuru said that indigenous material would be provided to the Chief Election Officer of the state for dissemination in the field.
This material has been vetted by the Election Commission of India. Now it is to be given a local tinge. In this regard, we are conducting a workshop so that this material is given a local setup, so that it is given to the local Election Commission. It is to be propagated throughout the city. Mission of the program is to apprise the people about their electoral rights, how to cast vote, not to get swayed away by false slogans and all that. In this workshop is in that context being conducted. We have got experts from Hindi, we have got experts from Urdu, we got experts from English, we got an artist who are doing this process of vetting this election material which we got from the Election Commission of India. Once it is finalized, this material will be then distributed throughout the electorates of the state so that they are apprised of their fundamental rights, that what is their right once they are going to have to cast their votes.
With this, we come to the end of today's program. Watch latest episodes of Quest at our website emmrckashmir.com. Send us your suggestions at quest@emmrckashmir.com. Before I take your leave, here are few words of wisdom. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing.